Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're unpacking a fundamental digital transformation that is happening right now in how hospitality businesses are discovered, evaluated, and ultimately booked. We're stepping completely out of the era of simply ranking on a page and moving into a new era of intelligent, synthesized answers. Really, this is about ensuring your technology stack is built for the future of AI-powered search so you can drive measurable business growth and deliver those seamless digital experiences.
Okay, let's dive right into this. I want you to imagine a high-intent traveler. They open up a tool like ChatGPT, or maybe Google's AI overviews, and they type in this exact prompt. Find me a quiet, boutique hotel near the city center with good breakfast under $150 a night. Notice how that's not just a random string of keywords? It's a complex, conversational request demanding a highly specific, personalized solution.
And the result? It's instantaneous. Literally, 3 seconds later, they get exactly 4 recommendations. They get a concise explanation of exactly why each property fits their criteria, and a direct link to book. There are no banner ads, there are no 12 open tabs to sift through, and crucially, there is absolutely no page 2. You either made that highly exclusive shortlist or you didn't. The traditional booking funnel has completely shifted into a zero-click environment. So, to navigate this new landscape, we've put together a structured roadmap for today's explainer. We'll be covering 1. The AI search paradigm, 2. How AI engines decide, 3. Measurable business impact, 4. The optimization framework, and finally 5. Common mistakes.
Let's kick things off with Section 1, the AI search paradigm. This is all about the massive shift from clicks to direct answers. Now, this shift from clicks to direct answers, it's really not just a passing trend, it's the new behavioral standard. We're already seeing that 56% of U.S. leisure travelers are actively using AI to plan their trips, leaving traditional search methods trailing behind at 44%. And if you look at Booking.com's massive survey of over 37,000 travelers, the writing is absolutely on the wall. 89% of them intend to use AI for future trip planning. We are witnessing a massive reallocation of consumer attention, where complex planning processes are being simplified down to a single seamless prompt.
When you look under the hood, the architectural difference here is profound. Traditional search was built on keywords, right? Crawling your website's marketing copy just to spit out 10 blue links. But AI search? It's an entirely different engine. It interprets intent, it relies heavily on structured data, and it delivers synthesized answers. It doesn't just hand the user a list of websites, it actually does the reading and the reasoning for them.
Which brings us to Section 2, how AI engines decide. Let's take a look inside the synthesizer.
Here's a major surprise for a lot of business leaders. These AI engines operate as rigorous verification systems, not simple web crawlers. The sequence goes like this. First, it interprets the user's intent, parsing out specific words like quiet and under $150. Second, it pulls candidate data from trusted, structured databases. Third, and this is absolutely crucial, it cross-checks the facts. It verifies your name, your address, pricing, and amenities across multiple platforms just to ensure total consistency. And finally, only after that strict verification process does it actually generate a recommendation.
The really crucial piece of the puzzle is knowing exactly where this data is coming from. Industry research reveals that roughly 89% of the hotel entity cards shown by AI tools trace directly back to Google Places data alone. The AI leans incredibly hard on centralized, highly verified data sources. Think about it. If it can't definitively confirm who you are and what you offer because your digital footprint is messy, it's not going to risk its own reputation. It will simply skip you. Okay, let's talk about the bottom line in Section 3, measurable business impact. This is the revenue equation.
Right now, AI visibility is acting as the most lucrative top-of-funnel asset a business can possess. Based on similar web data, traffic referred by ChatGPT is converting at a massive 11.4%, compared to just 5.3% for standard organic search. To put that into perspective, by the time a user clicks a link from an AI, that guest is entirely pre-qualified. The AI has already done the heavy lifting and reasoned that your property is the perfect fit. This is highly efficient, highly targeted business growth.
But, and this is a big but, there's a massive catch. Even when a property secures that coveted AI recommendation, there's a quiet, systemic revenue leak happening behind the scenes. Without proper direct booking integrations built specifically for this new architecture, between 73% and 93% of these highly qualified AI-referred guests are being routed straight to online travel agencies, or OTAs, instead of the hotel's own website. You're essentially handing over a massive amount of unnecessary commission simply because your digital infrastructure isn't optimized to catch the lead.
This brings us to a really defining philosophy from the source material, and I want to read this directly. AI search readiness isn't a separate initiative from good technical foundations. It's what good technical foundations look like now. This is all about modernizing your enterprise architecture. It's about security, scalability, and delivering seamless digital performance across the board.
So, how do we fix it? That's Section 4, the optimization framework. Think of this as your infrastructure playbook.
To secure that vital AI trust and truly scale your visibility, the absolute bedrock of your playbook has to be schema markup. What is that? Well, it's standardized code, specifically things like lodging business schema that you embed directly into your website's architecture. It is literally the native language of AI. It allows these systems to bypass your vague marketing copy and instantly, seamlessly verify your exact address, your core amenities, and your price range with absolute mathematical certainty.
Next up is canonical identity. And this brilliantly illustrates exactly how AI systems process information. You have to maintain the exact same business name and address across your website, your Google business profile, TripAdvisor, Yelp, and all those OTAs. If you are the Grand Palace Hotel on your site, but Grand Palace Hotel and Spa on Google, that completely fragments the AI's confidence. It spots an anomaly, it can't verify the facts, and it just moves right onto a competitor whose data is clean. Total, absolute consistency is mandatory. Let's rapidly break down the rest of this enterprise playbook. First, run prompt panel diagnostics. Basically, actively ask these AI models about your business to see where you currently stand. Next, fix your own data, making sure your Google business profile is your ultimate source of truth. Implement that clean schema markup we just talked about. Unify that canonical identity across the entire web. You also need to build earned trust by actively managing recent reviews because AI weighs user sentiment heavily. And finally, publish factual, direct answer content. Remember, the AI wants facts, like parking availability and the exact distance to the train station, not vague marketing fluff.
Let's pivot to Section 5, common optimization mistakes. These are your critical points of failure. There are a few critical architectural errors that can render a property completely invisible to AI. It turns out outdated SEO tactics actively harm your organization's AI search readiness. For example, inconsistent business info, as we saw, that fragments AI confidence. Furthermore, default web security settings often accidentally block AI crawlers, like GPT-bot, from reading your site entirely. You are literally locking the door on your best new lead generator. And finally, chasing keyword density. Stuffing paragraphs with old search terms does absolutely nothing for an AI that is simply looking to verify hard facts in a structured database.
The stark reality here is that the majority of the market is severely lagging behind this technology. Quality audits indicate that 36.3% of hotel listings are missing schema markup entirely. That means over a third of the industry is effectively invisible to the systems that the majority of modern travelers are now using to plan their trips. For technology-forward leaders, this represents a massive, scalable opportunity to move early, modernize that infrastructure, and capture a huge slice of that pre-qualified market share.
The digital landscape has fundamentally rewired itself. The shift from browsing pages of links to receiving synthesized direct answers is pretty much complete. The technology is here, it's scaling incredibly fast, and it demands clean, verified digital infrastructure. So, as you evaluate the state of your own business technology and your digital footprint, I'll leave you with one definitive question. When the AI answers, are you visible or are you invisible? Thanks for joining me for this explainer. Get those foundations secured, and I'll see you next time.